On this opportunity to accumulate health, we're talking about the power of personal records to boost momentum, health momentum that is, and just general happiness. It's really surprising what beating yourself, getting better, creating a record. It's crazy what it can do for us. So today you can pick a physical feat that you currently do not have the capacity to do, and you can start training to enable yourself to compete or complete this feat. And amazingly, when you set and achieve a fitness goal, the brain not only releases dopamine each time you go out there and train, but it also releases robust amounts when you actually achieve the goal you are shooting for. And this sense of pleasure that we gather from repeated accomplishments, man, it sets us up for massive health success in every arena, physically, mentally, emotionally, relationally. And this is because it greatly increases the likelihood that we will continue to step into, another fitness endeavor. The likelihood we will step into another challenge and just go for it because we already, set a goal, set ourselves up to overcome something. And guess what? We did by getting another personal record. So interestingly, us humans are much more responsive to negativity or loss than we are to rewards and trophies. You may have heard of the phrase loss aversion. So we tend to perceive the pain of losing something as far more intense than the pleasure of us gaining something, even if it's of equal value. For instance, say you lose $100 or you're going to lose $100. That feels so much worse, that perception, than actually thinking, I'm going to receive $100. How good that would feel. The loss is so much more. And this may also be why over and over, people who are trying to lose weight, it seems so difficult to think about gaining fitness, muscle, bone strength, physical capacity. It just seems so difficult to consider that is equivalent or potentially far better than actually losing weight. So with this knowledge, it is wise to set yourself goals to achieve when it comes to fitness, rather than just, I'm losing this, I'm losing time here because I'm putting time into this. It's not going to last. Rather than I'm going to work out or I'm going to exercise, consider speaking about your exercise routine as training. I'm training so that I can do an unassisted pull-up. I'm training so that I can run around the track without stopping. I'm training so that I can carry my child 5 miles on my back, for a hike. I'm training so that I can, ride from Seattle to Portland. I'm training, to run a particular time in a upcoming 10K or a marathon, or just I'm training to finish a marathon. I'm not just going to the gym. I'm training to be more prepared for life. So when we look at, burning legs and burning lungs and increased heart rate as just exercise for the sake of exercise, supposed to do it, right? Should do it, need to do it, to burn off calories, we really are missing out on the most amazing reward feedback loop and just compounded momentum that can make showing up at the gym, even at times when life starts, or the stars aren't all aligned, because life's so intense sometimes, you'll still show up because you are training. You weren't just going there to exercise, just going there to work out because. So breaking personal records, this is not just about a physical accomplishment or gains. Far more beneficial is actually the psychological boost that getting a personal record offers. Given that over 40% of Americans suffer from anxiety or depression, not to mention all the other psychological conditions out there, this positive feedback loop that promotes self-efficacy, it has massive value. And self-efficacy, if you've never heard of that phrase, is literally the personal confidence that we have, the ability to control our motivations, our behaviors, our performance, and our environment, our social environment, most of us go about life in response. We're in response mode. We're on the defensive, thinking and talking about how, we never know what's going to show up. We don't really know what the next day is going to offer us. We don't know how our body's going to respond, how a day is going to go. So the more out of control we perceive life, the less likely we're going to enjoy life. And the more likely we're going to end up finding ourselves medicated. I don't think any of us want to be medicated. I don't think any of us want to just be in a state of dole where it's like you don't experience the highs, you don't experience the lows. This is why you are about to set a goal and go after a personal fitness record for yourself. There are no rules except that you work to perform and accomplish a feat you currently are not able to accomplish, or run faster than you're currently able to do. For example, a good one for me would be to do a freestanding handstand push-up, or just even do a freestanding handstand, and hold it for 10 seconds, because that is not something I've ever done, and I've definitely never done a free handstand push-up. So I cannot do this right now. Well, if I was able to do it, if I put the effort in to get myself to do it, that would create such euphoria for my being. Each year around this time, we take our kids for one time a week for 5 weeks to this what's called an all-comers track meet. Kids love to run. So for the last 6 years, when we have done this, when it comes to running the mile, because it's all comers, so everybody from 0 to 80 or 90 or 100, whatever you are, each time I've been able to run in under 6 minutes. And during the year, I think about making sure I can run the mile, keep myself in good enough running shape to run that mile in June in under 6 minutes. And that gives me a sense of accomplishment when I do. I'm like, boom, awesome, still do it. 43 can still do it. So maybe you have calculated your daily steps and you get, say, 2,500 steps in per day. Well, perhaps you could set yourself a goal, a personal record of getting 5,000 steps in a day, making that your new normal. Checking off on the calendar, got 5,000 steps at the end of the day. Maybe you used to be able to touch your toes, but you no longer can. What about setting up a routine to enable yourself to get your range of motion back so you can touch your toes again? This might include things like shedding some of that belly fat. That's all part of it. You're not just shedding belly fat, you're shedding belly fat so you can have that the ability to touch your toes again and get a little euphoria from that experience. It could be the 10 full range of motion push-ups. It could be to be able to do 30 full range of motion air squats without stopping. It could be to walk down to your mailbox instead of driving your car that quarter mile each day. There are so many opportunities for any of us to break a personal record. And like I mentioned, it isn't just about physical strength, it's about transforming the rest of your life. That's what happens when you break physical records. It's just it's nothing. Holding a handstand for 10 seconds, it literally is nothing. It's no big deal, except what it does to our being when we accomplish a personal record. So embrace the challenge, enjoy the journey of personal achievement. You're going to be shocked what doors open up for you when you do this. And please do not forget to like, subscribe, share this video with other people who might want to break some personal records and accumulate health. And please see the link below for free downloads for all you health accumulators. It's free, and I think it will help you get charged up, create more opportunity for you to make decisions you want to make related to your health. So let me know what personal records you're about to break. And even better, when you do break those records, I want to hear about it. And the community wants to hear about it because that's going to help them go break their own records. All right, I'm Dr. Matt.